All right, welcome everyone to our very special webinar today. And as you all know, the topic of our webinar is PCOS, right? Just before we begin with our main content of the webinar, I would like to do a quick check-in with all of you. Uh, how are you all feeling? What do you feel about your health right now? Since you're here, I'm sure there is a reason why you all are here, because you want to do something related to your health, isn't it? So if I ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you feel your health quotient is right now? 1 being uh, not healthy, 10 being your optimum at your maximum best health. So where do you scale yourself, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Come on, everyone. I want everyone to type in. It's going to be an interactive. Oh, okay. I am trying to see if I can increase my volume. Okay. Okay, you will have to give me just a couple of seconds. I'm just checking what could be wrong with my volume, right? All right, I have tried to maximize it. Do I sound better now? Am I louder? All right, great, awesome. All right, okay, so I'm getting wonderful responses from so many of you. Thank you, everyone who has responded. Tejasvi, Ananya, Mansi, Harshini, Prachuja, Lisa, Priya, wow, Divya, thank you so much for sharing this. And I know it's not easy to give yourself this kind of rating. It's like giving yourself marks. It's not easy, definitely. And but then yes, it is what it is. And the first step that we can take towards a better version of ourselves is to first acknowledge where we are right now. Till we do not know where we stand, how would we even take the next step forward? So, great start to today. Welcome the others who are slowly joining us. We have an entourage of participants today. It's lovely to see all of you here. Okay, going forward, we are here for this very special webinar that is from Laiqa. But why? Because Laiqa is India's first unique femtech company which has dedicated itself to only women's health. And when we talk about women's health, there are so many aspects of us, right? We are not so linear. It's like, ye kiya to ye ho gaya, ye kiya to ye ho gaya. Itna linear nahi hai. We have so many things going on. We are multitasking. We are handling work, life, everything, work at home or work at office or both together. If we have children, then yes, even that, taking care of our families, everything. And we are the do all kind of humans, right? Okay, we want to do everything and we want to be best. But then what happens is in that process of doing everything that we can or what you want to, we sometimes keep our health on the back end, kind of takes a backseat. And that is where Leica steps in, where we can help you take your next step forward. When you gave your numbers, when you gave the ratings to yourself, would you not want those numbers to increase? How many of you want that, okay, अब मेरा next जो है वो अगर अभी मैं 7 हूं तो मुझे 9 होना है या मुझे 10 होना है या how whatever number you want to give yourself. How many of you want to increase, right? How many of you want to be 10 and 9? Of course, there is nothing called being perfect, right? लेकिन हमारे लिए जो perfect है, maybe 9 is perfect for me, लेकिन वो हमें होना है, right? And sometimes it's not very easy or doable to actually take that step forward for our health by ourselves alone. We sometimes need somebody to handhold. कभी कभी हमको चाहिए होता है ना, जैसे हमारे स्कूल में टीचर्स होते हैं, हमारे पेरेंट्स होते हैं, हमारे गाइड्स होते हैं, हमारे गुरु होते हैं. तो हमें बहुत सारे गाइडेंस मिलते रहते हैं आसपास से. सो समटाइम्स वी नीड दैट हैंड होल्डिंग जो हमें बता पाए कि हाँ चलो किस डायरेक्शन में जाना है. एंड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट लाइका डज. Hand holding every woman who joins Laika's, you will come to know the kind of programs that we give so that they are taken to a better version of themselves. These women that you're seeing on the screen are just a very handful few that we could just place on the screen here. Unke photos humne dale hain. Lekin there are so many hundreds of other women who have been in Laika's journey towards bettering their health and see their faces. You can see that radiance. You can see how happy they look because they are there in our programs. They are there with us. We are with them taking that step forward. So now coming back to our health quotient. And before we jump to this one, I would also want you all to understand that, yes, this is going to be a very, very interactive session. Keep posting your questions and preferably in the question and answer. If you can get the question and answer option here, otherwise you can put it directly on the chat. However, you can keep posting your questions. Only thing is, I may not be able to take it immediately. As soon as you post the questions, I would take a few slides forward and then get to the chat box and see answer as many questions as possible. But definitely we are going to attend to you. Keep your questions in your mind and also post them if you would like to, and we will get back. All right. So coming back to our health quotient, and I'm since I'm going to use both Hindi and English, so I'm hoping that everybody is comfortable with bilingual, right? Hindi is okay. Hindi is okay for everyone. थोड़ी बहुत बीच में डालूंगी. Mostly it is in English, but Hindi भी आएगा. Great. Thank you, Dhanishri. Thank you so much. All right, Tejasvi. Yes. It is going to be 80% in English. I'm just few places. If required, I will do some showers of Hindi. All right. So now coming back to your health quotient again. Hamari health, our health is not just about, for women I'm talking about, it's not just about, okay, the blood pressure or the diabetes or, general well-being, whether we have infections or not. It's not just that. Something very intrinsically, we are wired as women. And that takes us to a very, very important system in our body, our reproductive system, our menstrual wellness, because that determines so many other aspects of our health and well-being. How many of you agree that if your menstrual wellness quotient is good, you're able to manage so many things easily. But agar menstrual health thodi gadbad ho jati hai, there's other aspects get affected. How many of you agree to that? That yes, our menstrual health is, kind of, you can say, is very deterministic. Absolutely. Yes, exactly. So now all these things, what you're seeing on the screen, that is menstrual pain or the focus concentration issues, emotions, what kind of emotions we are dealing with on a daily basis, whether comfortable or uncomfortable emotions. Sometimes we do use positive and negative. Yes, it's okay not to really linearize them. But yes, we feel uncomfortable with certain emotions, but sometimes it becomes too much to deal with, right? A lot of and if you are losing that emotional management or self-control that we say, right, mentally and emotionally, mood swings, right, water retention throughout the month, our weight keeps fluctuating because we are prone to accumulating a lot of water, a lot of cellular water is there, correct? Brain fog, oh, it's like, it has happened to me so many times. Abhi to kuch soch rahe the, and suddenly not able to recall. Even simple words, or maybe last year's, where did I keep this certificate? Minor things, day-to-day thing. Yeah, dhania kaat ke rakha, pyaz kaat ke rakha. Where did I keep that onion? Right? So a lot of things happen, and you are not able to focus. You're not able to remember things. That is the brain fog. Brain fog has a lot of other symptoms as well. Our appetite keeps changing throughout our menstrual cycle. It's not the same every day. So how our menstrual cycle is controlling, it's like the mastermind there, boss hai wo hamara, and it's controlling all these things. Now, knowing this, and this is just a few, there are so many other aspects in our body which are being managed by our menstrual health. Now imagine, ye agar hamara boss hai, if something happens to the boss, what will happen? Like we have no, suppose घर में हमारे boss मम्मी है, ठीक है, मम्मी की तबीयत खराब हो जाती है, if mama is not well, what happens? Suddenly everything is chaotic, right? खाने में chaos हो रहा है, kitchen में क्या बन रहा है पता नहीं, food is not on time, the clothes may not be in their place or washed, so it's like that. When the boss is affected, every other system under it gets, or related to it, may not be under, right? So how many of you have experienced this? I would just want you all to type how many of you are experiencing any kind of a menstrual ill health, PCOS, or if you have been diagnosed with PCOS already or PCOD. So please do type in, and so that it's comradeship here. We all are on the same boat. We are trying to sail together. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, I hear all of you because I have also been in the same position. Yeah, Tejasvi, exactly. And trust me, when I am talking about this, take it literally that I have also been through this phase. I have had my share of PCOS, horrifying PCOS experience. And I will also share how I came out from it, right? So yes, is that you? Oh, yes, we all are that, right? So, which is why I'm here today. I'm Deepika Murthy. I am a wellness coach. I'm an alternate therapist. I am a trainer. And I have 15 years of experience in clinical research. And that's why I'm here, so that I can help you in whichever way possible. All right. Yes, Divya. Okay, 15 years suffering from PCOS. I can't, I can only imagine this. It would be so difficult for you. Yeah, delaying in, delay in periods. Absolutely. Yes, these are the things. All right. So let's just talk something really. Why are we even experiencing PCOD, PCOS? First of all, we also have to know the difference between PCOD and PCOS. Polycystic ovarian disease. D is for disease and S is for syndrome. Yes, Shagufta, unwanted hair. We will come to all of that and you'll know that we all are going through the same experiences and symptoms. Okay, so polycystic ovarian disease and polycystic ovarian syndrome. There are two different things, because disease becomes very focused on one part getting having some imbalance, any one system that is getting imbalanced, right? Whereas when we talk about a syndrome is a collection of different symptoms or different kinds of conditions in the body. So different imbalances come together, and they kind of come together and make a khichdi inside our bodies, basically, right? Okay, I can see two of you raising your hand, Pratiksha and Kavya. Is there something you want to tell? You can type in, or are you raising hand to tell that you have PCOS or PCOD? If you could just clarify that in the chat box. Okay, four of you: Pratiksha, Kavya, Lisa, and Zia. All right, Priyanka. Okay, Pratiksha. Okay. So if you have something, put it in the chat box. And so now the thing is that I am not able to understand whether you raised your hand for telling something, or is it to tell that you have PCOS? Okay, type in the box. Type in the box why you have raised your hand, and I'll till then I'll continue. Okay, Lisa. Thank you. Okay, Pratiksha, thank you so much for telling us. Okay. Suffering from PCOS, not getting periods. Okay, so all right. So Priya, you will come to know how serious it is as we have just started. So you will know more details about what PCOS and PCOD is really about. Because right now it is just we are just seeing a dark shadow around us. And now we have to first understand what is PCOS and PCOD. Yeah. All right. So all these symptoms that you're writing probably are part of the PCOS syndrome, right? So when we talk about women, so PCOS, first of all, hota kyun hai? Why is it happening to us? Why is it not happening to men, right? Therefore, there has to be definitely a difference between men and women, right? We know, right? What movie is this? This is a famous Bahubali movie, right? You've seen in Bahubali the man who's using his physical power and, of course, strategic planning as well, right? But more of physical power. But women use different kinds of powers. Because our mental, emotional, and physical, I would say, capacity are so large that we are able to use different senses, different strategies to, go forward in life. And again, circling back, why are we different is because even physiologically, we are very different from men, right? Men who have testosterone as their main hormone, they have other hormones also. It does not follow any kind of, monthly cyclic format. It has only a daily up and down. Morning, it goes up, and by evening and night, it dips. Okay, Mansha, Malik. Okay, I will address all these questions about you can't gain weight. All right, fine. And of course, it's in older men also. It's the same thing, just that the concentration might differ, right? But in women, it's very different. You see this? You see these hormones going up and down, the whole roller coaster ride. It's like going to a water park, right? You have, first of all, we have different kind of, okay, yes, Pratyusha, hell in a nutshell. That's a very nice phrase that you've given. But trust me, this hell can be reversed, okay? It is heaven in its best possible way. It is heaven. Just that, yes, when it is imbalanced, it becomes hell. So yes, I hear you totally. Okay. So we are just talking about only 4 hormones. There are so many others which are playing a part, right? It's like a joint. Think your body is a joint family. All kinds of hormones are playing together. Okay. All right. So like you have estradiol, which is estrogen. So during the menstrual phase, right? Menstrual phase, see the estradiol graph. During ovulation, it goes right up and slowly comes down and then starts again to rise to come to the menstrual phase, right? So there are 4 phases of menstruation. We all have studied this, right? And you can see how the hormones are absolutely, they have their own track. Now, this fluctuation is normal. This is normal. When, suppose now estrogen doesn't go up and it stays down during ovulation, or progesterone goes up during menstruation and doesn't go up during ovulation, that is imbalance. So we have to understand the difference between fluctuation, which is normal, and imbalance, which is not normal. All right. So, and this is why we are so different from men, which is why we feel and we go through what we go through, right? And that is why if you see the male energy and the female energy, they are so different. The male energy is very consistent, very rational, very logical, fixed, focused, action-oriented, productive, stable. Whereas women have the moon energy. And that's why you see even the moon cycle is synced with our menstrual cycle of 28 days. It's the same cycle. And it's not a coincidence. That's nature. That is how we are built. That's why we are called the moon energy beings, right? So we are cyclical. There's a lot of ebb and flow. That's why we have so much of emotions and intuition, right? Fluidity, adaptability. We are very reflection-driven, nurturing, and restorative, right? And this is why we just need that cleansing and renewal. And our menstrual cycle is the best example of a natural cleansing mechanism in our body. It's like, okay, what the tissues which are not required because we have not got pregnant, we lose during menstruation. It's a natural mechanism. You can't keep only collecting tissues in your uterus, right? And that is also a problem because sometimes there are certain conditions where the uterine lining does not shed, you don't get your periods. like many of you have written, you are not getting your periods, which means this phase, this here is getting gadbad somewhere, right? The hormones are not in there because these hormones are responsible for what is finally happening physically to you. If the uterine lining is getting shed, there is a reason. Okay. So this is why it is important to understand that these hormones which are making us dance have to be in the optimum quality. And how do we get, because now you know that we are synced with nature, how do we maintain that balance? Just imagine, yeah, Swati, yeah, heavy flow during periods. Zia, you want to get rid of medicines, you are at the right place. You are exactly where you should have been. And I'm so glad that you're here. I'm sure going forward, you would understand that what are we going to offer you today? All right. So now when we think of, cleansing our system, it's just a natural way. We have to, sync with nature, where we use air, like in the form of a good breath, exercising, grounding, activity as the earth element, sunlight energy, vitality, which comes from fire, water, food. Water, food is hydration and nourishment. And then you have space and sleep. So now you're seeing all these things are so important to balance your hormones. Now, if you see all these symptoms here, how many of you are facing at least some of these symptoms? If you're facing, like, say, stress, thinning of hair, and deepening of voice, suppose. So just type in 1, 3, and 5. Just type in the numbers for the respective symptoms you are facing, because these all are PCOS symptoms. All of them. Some may have all, some may have only 1 or 2, some may have 4, 5, right? So if you are having even 1 or 2 of these, definitely there is something, and maybe there are others. Today you will realize that, okay, chalo, oh, this is also there that I am going through, right? So this webinar is also a very self-reflecting webinar where you'll come to know so much about your own self, right? And going forward, therefore, now since we know that, okay, these are the symptoms we are feeling, many of them, yes, absolutely. Even I can also say that there was once upon a time I had almost all of them, except maybe 1 or 2, right? So ये क्यों हो रहा है? ये PCOS क्या है? ये क्या बला है PCOS? Now you already know हमारा menstrual phase क्या है. We have to first understand that. But you already know, I know you're a very, very smart audience, I know, right? We have the menstrual, let me start with the ovulation phase, if we say, where, the body is getting ready to produce an egg. What happens? अब वो दुल्हन सज रही है ना, like imagine it's a marriage. Now दुल्हन सज रही है भाई, egg is ready to come out, कि भाई दूल्हा आएगा and उसके बाद शादी हो जाएगी और फिर हम चले जाएंगे अपने ससुराल. लेकिन अब अगर दूल्हा नहीं आता है, now the groom did not arrive. Now what will the dulhan do? Okay, all the shamyana, everything that has been said, that is your uterine lining, has to be bhai. Hatao sara shamyana. All the arrangement that has been done for the marriage has to be brought down. All the pandal, everything, right? This is exactly in a nutshell what is happening inside our body. So that is menstrual phase. Right? Luteal phase is the preparation phase, शादी की तैयारियां हो रही हैं, and then अगर दूल्हा नहीं आया, menstrual phase में हमारे menses हो गए, we lose all the tissues which are no longer wanted. And then, but don't give up, दूल्हा फिर से आएगा. The dulhan starts getting ready again in the follicular phase. That is when, so now this follicular phase becomes very, very important for you to keep in mind, because this is where all the gadbad happens. Okay, during yeah, Pratisha. So this is where all the garbage happens in PCOS, because what happens, as I said, PCOD, where there are number of follicles which are developed in the ovary, and of which one egg will be released every month. Now what happens? Now the egg is not released, वो बैठा हुआ है अंदर. Follicular phase, the follicles हैं, multiple follicles बन गए. Thank you, Mahima. Right? So now a lot of follicles have happened and the egg is not released. Now what has happened? The dulhan didn't go out in the mandap only. Le, gadbad ho gayi shadi. Right? So the dulhan doesn't go out. Now what is happening? Unwanted stuff that has been arranged. Right? So now that is an imbalance. right? Same thing. The egg is not released. There are multiple follicles. That's why we call. And what happens, because they are not required, what is going to happen? They will just keep, accumulating fluid, and they'll form these cysts, right? Which may burst. Sometimes when the cysts burst, it could be painful. And that's why sometimes PCOS becomes very painful. And that is why it's called polycystic. There are multiple cysts which are formed. Okay. Now, why does PCOS even happen? Why does it happen, right? It happens because of certain factors. It could be genetic. Maybe, you are, oh, I'm so sorry. Just a second. Sorry, I'm very sorry for this. Yeah. So genetic factors, like say if it is hereditary, there could be some gene or a protein issue which it has passed on from generations. Yes, it could be. But 80% of women actually have hormone imbalance because of which. And kaun se hormone imbalance, you already now know. Estrogen, progesterone, all these hormones which are responsible. Yes, in the long term, see, that's the thing. The moment your natural system is getting disturbed, you will obviously be inclined towards having all kinds of troubles. It could be ovarian cancer or anything. But again, we are not going to touch that topic because that itself is another webinar probably. All right. So, so yeah, hormone imbalance. You know now what hormones are there. Environmental factors are diet, lifestyle, chemical, the kind of pollutants and chemicals that we are exposed to all the time. They also work because we are finally getting actually, direct interaction with those pollutants. Poor diet, refined. Okay, my doctor recommended me to take medicine 3 days. Okay, okay. All right, all right. We'll come to the medication part also. Don't worry. We are going to touch on all these things that you're saying, right? Poor diet. When we talk about diet, now, is it just key, okay, we are eating this much carb, this much fat, this much protein? No. What kind? Yes, yes, Mansi, whether you're happy or not, yeah, absolutely depends on your periods because your mood and emotions are getting affected, right? Sorry, I'm jumping from the questions to the slides. So yeah, coming back to the diet. So it's not just about what you're eating, how much quantity, what type of carbs you're eating. It's not just saying मैं carbs खा रही हूँ. What type of carbs you're having? Is your portion big enough you are actually not using so many carbs that you are having, that you end up generating more fat in your body because they use up. If the glucose is not used up in the body, it finally goes through certain biochemical cycles and fat is getting generated and stored in the body. All right. So all these things are interrelated. And that is where a very, 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 it's a big culprit, I will say, that plays a big role in PCOS, that is insulin resistance. The name itself says, we all know what insulin is, right? So insulin is the hormone which is responsible for your body to metabolize and use up the glucose that you are taking in. So glucose you're not taking in directly, you are taking in through the carbs, which are breaking down into glucose. Now, insulin has every cell has a gate, एक door है, एक gatekeeper है, which opens the gate so that insulin can get in, right, and use up the glucose. But what happens if the gate has a problem? ताला नहीं खुल रहा है gate का. What's going to happen? Now the cells although insulin is there, but the cells are not able to open themselves up to use that insulin and therefore use the glucose. जिसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है? Glucose is increasing in the body. Now, if there's too much of glucose, the glucose is not getting used up. It is also getting converted into fat. Now, what happens? It's a vicious cycle. Now it is getting converted into fat. Fat gets broken down into something we call free fatty acids, right? You know what these free fatty acids do? They all the more go and stick to those gates. Now they go and stick to the gates and make sure next time also insulin cannot enter. So now you are in a cycle. You have insulin resistance. You're not able to metabolize glucose. It's getting converted into free fatty acids. Free fatty acids are blocking the gates again, and again, insulin is not getting. So you see, that is the reason why we get stuck in the cycle of insulin resistance, and our body weight keeps increasing. How much ever we are eating, even if we are eating very good protein, still our insulin is only not working well. And this is one of the primary reasons why, and because of this high insulin, it actually affects the estrogen and the androgens, which are the male hormones in the body. It affects the metabolizing and the synthesis of our male, and because females also have male hormones. We have androgens as well. We have certain levels of testosterone, right? Now, insulin is directly connected to our estrogen. Now, the moment this insulin is getting garbadified, now imagine the estrogen also goes for a toss. Testosterone extra production happens. And that is why you see facial hair. You see the voice gets affected. You'll have more of these. Why the facial hair and hair on the body is due to that whatever optimum level of testosterone is there. So it will increase. Once the testosterone is high, the androgen levels are high, it's going to show you more symptoms of those male patterns. Yeah, Mansi, right? All right, Divya. Okay. Divya is saying it's difficult to manage diet pattern due to occupation. Absolutely. We understand, Divya, that, your occupation is very, sometimes time taking and we're not able to manage. But trust me, everything is doable. Everything is doable. You are here today. Today, you are here for for this webinar. It is because you could take time out for yourself. So don't underestimate your capacity. You will be able to, once you have it in your mind, you will be able to. And when you know that this is going to give me so much better health, you will do it. So I'll go forward, and you will know exactly where we are heading to. Okay? So this insulin resistance is now done. All right. How do we self-diagnose PCOS? Absolutely. It needs constant motivation, and constant motivation from inside and outside both. So outside ke liye we are there. No, we are here. Laiqa is there. So don't worry about that, right? And also at this point, I would definitely want you all, I want to request you all to please, I know most of you will be on your social media. Please do tag Laiqa. Do tell something about our webinar today. What you have experienced, what you have learned. Please do put a post out, a story or something, and tag Laiqa. And it would be great if you can do that. And it's going to be great for you also, because if you tag us in your post on your social media, we are going to give you a whooping 50% discount on any Laiqa product that you want to buy. So the moment you do that, give us the details that you have tagged, and we will send you the 50% discount coupon. All right. So please do that. All right. So coming back to how I can self-diagnose PCOS. Now, see, half the battle is won, because now you know what are the symptoms. We've already seen those symptom wala slide, right? Still, just for refreshing you, irregular periods. Now, periods are unpredictable or late. Sometimes they can happen very often. They can happen too late. So any kind of fluctuation that is happening in the period. And too much of pain also. It can also bring in a lot of pain, very painful periods, right? Hirsutism, which is excess growth of facial hair on the back or face, or, different body parts also. You will see that generally the density of hair has increased, and probably the places where you never had hair, you have started having, right? Acne, persistent acne. I used to have very bad acne. Weight gain, unexplained weight gain. You remember now I told you about what's happening to the glucose. You have insulin resistance. Now insulin is not working. Zabardasti, so much of glucose is in your body and it's getting converted into fat, and fat is happily going and settling in various parts of the body. And most of the time, it comes to the visceral part, which is your tummy part. And that's why most of us see that bulging and a hanging tummy. That is a sure shot sign of it, right? Thinning hair, lot of hair is lost because how does hair grow? Hair grows because of rapid multiplication of cells, and cell is getting nutrition. Your scalp is getting nutrition, but in PCOS, what is happening? You are getting nutrition deprived because whatever glucose is there in the body is not getting utilized at all. And sometimes and therefore too much of glucose in the body is again leading you to diabetic condition. And imagine, so now you have hyperlipidemia, that we call high fat in the blood in your body, lipids, which are fat. You are having. Okay, yes, yes. So, Mancha, definitely that is also something that happens. Maybe your other hormones are getting affected. So, because there are different hormones, it's not only one hormone that is getting affected. If you remember, I showed you in that slide. So, we have to first go into details and understand exactly what kind of hormones are getting affected in your case. I will come to that. You will know how we find that out, right? So, your hair, your scalp is not getting enough nutrition. So hair is also not growing, and you're losing rather ovarian cysts, of course, as we told you, right? Medications now coming. See, most of the times, yes, we are put on medications, which are basically oral contraceptive pills in different concentration based on how severe your situation is. But at the end of the day, these are all external, right? All external. You're just taking in something. It's like what should be there in your body, you are taking it from outside. How much can you do? At certain point, first of all, it is a medication. A very long-term uptake of medication in your body will have its own side effects. Secondly, it is not really treating the root cause. At the end of the day, if you're having persistent fever, would you just suppose you're having fever for 2 months, 3 months continuously? Or months chodo. I am asking you, if you're having fever for 6, 7, 8 days or 15 days continuously, will you only keep taking paracetamol, or will you go to the doctor and find out, doctor, like, kya ho raha hai? Like, why am I having high temperature? Would you go and check for the root cause, or will you just take paracetamol? Root cause or paracetamol? Type in root cause. Exactly. So, and that is the point here. So what medications are doing, medications are always symptomatic. Okay, this is what you're symptomatically experiencing. These medications will reduce the symptoms. I'm not saying that you should not have medications. Yes, there are some severe cases where probably you would need, but you cannot depend on them for the rest of your life, because the moment you stop having the medications, everything will come back again. It's like moment you stop having paracetamol, fever is coming up again. We don't want that. We want to treat it at the root cause, right? So, which is why these kind of medications have, and because they are chemicals, right? They are going into your body. Lot of side effects are there. Those medications have, like, you have a lot of what do you call it could be diarrhea, it could be vomiting, nausea, headache, lethargy, a lot of things. Do any of you have any of you experienced long-term medication for PCOS? And we would love to know, like, what kind of side effects you have experienced. Sometimes even weight gain happens, or it could be drastic weight loss. Even that could. So please do type in to everybody, so that we all would know that what kind of side effects you have personally faced. So there is a list of side effects that can happen. Okay, weight gain, yes, one of them, right? So therefore, now coming to the part that we spoke about, is the root cause to be addressed? Yes. And hence, is PCOS reversible? Yes, to a great extent. And how do we reverse it? Now, you have known from the previous slides that we can, the causes of PCOS. Now, we know the root cause. So what do? Now, we tackle those root cause, where we are talking about the diet, lifestyle, and so many other things, right? Okay, 2 years continuously taking medicine, weight gain increasing, heating too much in the body, tired. Absolutely. Short symptoms of continuous medications. Yes. So now comes the critical question. Is it reversible? Yes. Through lifestyle modification, Trust me, 90% of our condition, I can even kind of say it with a lot of confidence that 98% of our condition, 2%, I am giving it to maybe genetic and hereditary disorders. Even that sometimes get tackled. But 98% of all the health conditions we suffer can be reversed through lifestyle changes. And lifestyle means it's not just going for a walk or just eating proteins. No, it is the entirety. How are you eating? How are you sleeping? How are you moving? How are you dealing with work stress? Everything put together. This is something that one of our very, very special clients, Radhika, experienced. When she came, she had PCOS and she'd been suffering for years together. She would like painful periods. She would like really cry in that pain. And because of that, her thyroid hormones were also affected. So it's all interrelated. Remember, I told you we're a big joint family in our body. All kinds of hormones are acting together. Nothing works independently. They all work in harmony. Yeah, very painful period in PCOS. Absolutely, Gayatri. It's exactly what Radhika said. Radhika had so much of emotional and mental breakdown because of this continuous suffering with PCOS, right? You see her before picture and see her after picture. She lost almost 15 to 20 kgs. And it's not just about losing weight. It's about losing unwanted fat in the body. It's fat loss. It's not just weight loss. Getting good muscle. If you don't have good muscles in your body, what is going to burn fat? Muscles burn all the fat and use up. It is a muscle cells. If you don't do good weight training, I'm not saying bodybuilding, but good weight training, good, working on yourself, building up, that is only, going to help you, in fact, reduce even more unwanted fat from the body. So everything put together, it was a holistic plan. And of course, eating good food. And this is where, Radhika is today. And she's even, this is like few months back now, because she is still in our program and now she's getting better and better with each month. Yeah. All right, Mansha. Sometimes I get really bad. Absolutely, Mansha. Emotional breakdown, because remember, our emotions and bodies are all connected. We are all connected individuals. If your body is not feeling okay, your mind also, even with small, you get viral fever, how dull you feel emotionally and mentally. So now you imagine if you have such a big garbage happening in your body, your entire reproductive hormones have gone for a toss. So imagine the effect on the hormones. And they are very physiological. They are scientifically backed, right? So this is where I want to bring in what exactly. Now, when we spoke about what Radhika achieved, how did she achieve what she did? Is because at Laiqa, we offer a very unique plan, and it is patented by Laiqa. We call it the 1-2-3 approach, right? Where we have something called the first approach being the identification and root cause analysis, where we have developed, and it's very, very specific to Laiqa, we have developed something called a lifestyle quotient and a menstrual wellness quotient. Okay. And this basically, it has an entire questionnaire of your lifestyle. I'll show you a screenshot of it if I can forward. I think there should be one. I'll show you. There are a lot of questions that, almost hundreds of questions, which will help us understand that why are you going through what you're going through. Every little detail. It's like a complete blueprint of your lifestyle and your menstrual wellness. When follicles, Ananya writes, when follicles collect and form a cyst, it might also burst. How serious is this follicular bursting? Okay, so follicular bursting, see, when it is bursting, because sometimes it just goes to its max capacity, right? So it's understandable that some of them burst. Some of them don't burst, maybe they'll shrink and go away. But for some, the burst, because many follicles are getting burst, it could be very painful. Because now the water is getting released. Now the chances of infections also increase. So this all multiple layers, there are layers of physiological system that is getting affected. So yes, the bursting is not serious. The fact that you're having multiple cysts itself is serious. Some of them may burst and probably the water will be released and, it could just shrink in time. Some of them, for some, the cyst bursting would be very painful. Like I had immense pain whenever I had these cysts bursting, because that, and I would come to know only through ultrasound, right? So now you understand the seriousness is not just about the bursting, but it's about how many multiple cysts that you're forming. And because these cysts are forming, now your egg is not releasing, it's not going to its destination. Okay? All right, coming back to this. So once we use this quotient to identify the root cause of why you are experiencing what you're experiencing, now we have all the data. And with that data, what we'll do, we are going to make a beautiful plan for you, which is going to include cycle synced diet. When we say cycle sync diet, now you know that your cycle has different phases. Hai na? So every phase has a different requirement. If a phase has a requirement of high estrogen, food accordingly will be prescribed, will be given. Similarly, when you need high progesterone, probably that kind of food. So it's not just estrogen, progesterone, it's overall. So cycle synced diet plan. Fitness regime. Fitness regime also will be synced with your cycle. Probably during your menstrual phase, ho sakta hai you would require different kind of exercise. During ovulation, you feel very energetic. You can do much more. Ovulation phase mein hota hai na, you feel so radiant, you feel glowing, your sexual desires are high, your arousal is high, you feel good about yourself, you're more energetic, you're able to do many things. Lekin wahi that luteal phase and menstrual phase aate na, kind of dips, you feel a little low on energy. So your exercises also will be given according to your cycle. It's not that हमने बोल दिया चलो योगा करो तो सिर्फ योगा करना है और वही आसन करना है. नहीं, it's not like that, right? Making sure that you are building on your muscles also, very, very important, because muscle building is important for making your joints stronger, because as we women are aging, our estrogen level goes down, and the first thing that gets affected are our joint pains. How many of you are in your 40s and 50s and you have experienced this, that in your 40s and 50s, little joint pain and stiffness and tiredness has come? Type in the box, right? And of course, okay, Priyanka, so now, okay. I think this has to be understood a little better, Priyanka, so that this will answer your question. So when you say that I share a diet according to the phase, now, Priyanka, you are different from Poonam. Poonam is different from Abhinaya. She's different from Ananya. Every body is different. So the diet plan which will be given to you, Priyanka, will be different from what is given to Poonam. And how? How will it be different? How will we decide what diet should be given to you, Priyanka, and what should be given to Mansi or Poonam? Is through this, the root cause analysis, because your answers and your data will be different from probably somebody Mahima's data or Mansi's data, right? So based on that, the plan will be done. It will be made. If you tell me right now, I cannot give you a plan. In fact, if someone gives you a plan, it is wrong, Priyanka. If someone says, "Arey, don't worry, I'm going to give you a diet plan today and tumhara PCOS reduce ho jayega," please do not believe that person. Because when the person doesn't even know what's going on in your body, how can a cycle synced plan be given to you? Wahin par hopes hai wo. So it is very important that your dietitian has the right data to give you a plan. Okay? So keep this in mind. That is the reason why we have the 1, 2, 3 analysis. Varna to fir this webinar, I would have told you right now कि अरे मैं अभी एक plan देती हूँ, चलो फटाफट मुझे pay कर दो और मैं एक plan दे देती हूँ सबको. Diet plan नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता, right? And I will be wrong and I will be cheating if I do that. That I say that चलो Priyanka, आज से you eat this and your PCOS will be okay, right? So we want to give you a holistic development. And as I said, it's not only one. It's not only food or only exercise. Everything, your sleep, your stress, even the water you're drinking. You remember the 5 elements? We said how much sunlight you're taking, how much exercising, how much grounding, how much stress release. Everything will count to help you overcome and reverse your PCOS, right? So once your plan is done, it doesn't end there. It's not that Laiqa will just give you a plan and then, acha chalo, ab tum apne aap manage karo. It's not that. What we're going to do, you'll be added to a beautiful community. We have our WhatsApp group, everything set. You'll be added to that. You have a doctor. You have, wait, I'll show you the slide. I think that is going to help you understand here. This is what you're going to get there. You have an assessment, everything, report you'll be given, right? You have a dietitian whom you can consult. You have an Ayurvedic doctor. You have um, and also a gynecologist doctor, and you have a fitness trainer. So everybody under one roof, all of them will be given to you so that they all can help you achieve your target. Okay, so everything together under one roof. Now just imagine the kind of value that you will get. Otherwise, if you're going to a dietitian separately, a fitness trainer separately, a gynecologist separately, Ayurvedic doctor separately, what is going to happen? You will be just running from one place to other, correct? Reducing your headache. Bring together everything under one roof. Because in any case, your body needs everything together, right? So this is the best way to give you. And this is what Laiqa is doing. That is why we say we have a very unique approach, right? So going back to this. So this is how our questionnaire is going to look. All right. And now time for the big surprise, that what are we actually through this program offering you? So this is called a hormone balance builder program, where all those aspects are going to be covered. We'll make sure that you are getting your optimum support towards optimum health. It is a 90-day PCOS challenge, where a targeted plan, which is focused on nurturing and building hormone balance through consistent lifestyle adjustments, is given to you. And now you already know what all you're going to do, these things. You have a progress tracker, you have expert recommendation, seed cycling. This is just a few of the things. It's for everything, Priyanka. It's for everything, whether it is the lean PCOD or not, everything, your entire, when we have your menstrual quotient and your lifestyle quotient, we know exactly what the root cause of the symptoms that you are facing, the experiences you're having, and accordingly the diet will be given. Aisa thodi hai that everybody who's coming is coming for weight loss. No, everybody's coming for a different target, right? So whatever is required for your body will be given to you. Okay. Better energy, increased energy, right? Enhanced metabolism, improved digestion, gut health. Cravings are, you can manage cravings. Weight management, again, as I said, weight management means healthy weight management, where we focus on the unwanted extra fat loss and not just, putting you on extreme diet. No, no diet will be given which is not sustainable. Food is something which has to be sustainable. If you're eating something, you should be able to eat it every day. You should be able to eat it at a long term so that it becomes part of your lifestyle. But if I tell you that you keep eating only sprouts every day, can you sustain it? You can't. You can't, right? So you only the diet which is sustainable. It will be based upon, your lifestyle. If say you are a South Indian, maybe your food habits are South Indian, right? So we are not going to suddenly give you the parathas and sabzis. Maybe you're not comfortable. Maybe idli sambar is more feasible for you. So it is based on your cultural preferences also that the diet will be designed for you, right? Inch loss, of course. Hair, skin definitely is increased. Better sleep, less stress. Of course, stress is something that we also have to parallelly manage, and you will get it. And once you start experiencing these benefits, trust me, you would not want to go back to your initial state. You would definitely want to go further, take one more step, push yourself a little harder and gain your target, right? And this plan, what we call a hormone balance builder program. Thank you, Sanya. Thank you so much. Yes, I love this too because I myself have done this program earlier, and that is why I'm here. So this hormone balance builder program, it's for 3 months, whooping 35% discount, just only 7,800 rupees. 7,800 for 3 months. It's roughly 2,600 a month. That's it. We spend 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 तो हम कहाँ खर्च कर देते हैं महीने में? I mean, we don't even sometimes have that hisab. Yes, Sanya, yes, EMI is available. Yes, our team is going to get in touch with you. Team, can you please get in touch with Sanya because she wants to know about the EMI scheme, right? And yes, we have also shared the link here. You can, if you're not able to scan from this screen, the link has been provided, right? And so this, yes, EMI hai. And before that, just to book, you have to pay 1,000 rupees. Just to block your seat, pay just 1,000 rupees. And remaining, the team is going to get in touch with you. Team, please help Sanya understand what is the EMI scheme, right? Please, please. The team is going to get in touch with you right away, Sanya. Yes, yes, we'll come to it. Okay, so we have the 3-month plan. We also have a 1-month plan. Yes, we do have, which is going to be 2,999. Okay, it's going to be 2,999, and again, 500 rupees we are going to charge only for booking the seat, and later the team is going to get in touch with you, and we will see. We'll take it forward from there. All right. So I really, really would love to have you all. The code is there, Sanya. Code as in the link you made. It's already there. It's been posted. Can you just post it again, team? Team, can you please post it again? Right. So we have the 2,999 1-month program also. And that 2,999 1-month program also has something called, wait, we have a post-Diwali detox hormone reset. So this is also 2,999. And see, the PCOS reversal, remember one thing, girls, you cannot have PCOS being reversed in 1 month. Okay, we have to also be very pragmatic and practical about this. In 1 month, you can't reverse. You can take the first step. You will definitely require further guidance. You will require. So 3 months at least consistently you have to give yourself. That is very, very crucial. Okay, it's very, very crucial. Give yourself 3 proper months. You will see results. You will start seeing simple, very preliminary, but effective results even in their in the 15-20 days. First, 3 weeks, you will be able to see results. And once you see the result, there is no looking back. We are even giving you a money back guarantee of 15 days. But we know we have never ever received any request for money back, because if you have really followed what we are telling you to the T, you will see results. You will want to go forward. Okay, so someone asked me, okay, Shazia asked me, 6-month plan available. Yes, definitely. There is 6-month plan also available. So how much of a plan you need, you just have to tell us. And in fact, to understand this better, what are your body needs right now, we are also giving you a provision of a free consultation with our experts. There's a message that has been put by the team on the chat box. Just check. You have a free consultation, a 30-minute consultation with our expert. You can just WhatsApp to these numbers that are given, and the team will get in touch with you and book an appointment for yourself. Just do that. Shazia, can I book for this and enroll for 6 months? Yeah, of course. Yes, you can do that. Team, could you please get in touch with Shazia and explain to her about the 6-month program also? Please get in touch with her. The team will connect with you. Is this program, sorry, the message once again. I'll just go with the messages one by one in case I don't miss out anything. In this program, what do you recommend? No medicine. No, Mahima. So we do not prescribe any medicine. Rather, there could be some Ayurvedic substitutes that we may give you. There's certain nutraceuticals that we give, but no medicines. And that is the whole point. We want to make you medicine free. We would not prescribe you medicine. Medicine अगर होगा तब तो gynecologist भी आपको दे सकती है. उसके लिए you don't need Laiqa specifically. Laiqa is giving you a more holistic plan, right? So everything I've already told you. I'm not sure if you missed the slide. I've told you all that has been given in this. There is diet, there is exercise, there is Ayurveda consultation. Everything you will get. The plan is not only for diet. Shweta, Hindi language sessions. So usually we keep it bilingual. तो मैंने कोशिश करी कि बीच बीच में मैं हिंदी में भी बोलूं. But the slides and the content are going to be in English. So, but then if we ever have it in complete Hindi, you will surely let us know. We will surely let you know. Yeah. And Shweta says, can we enroll after the workshop? Okay. So, Shweta, what I would suggest is, see, now we generally keep these offers during the workshop. And after that, you can see it's for 12,000 rupees. But don't get disheartened. What we can do is just book a call. Book a call with our expert. You can see the number also given and get more details about it. And yes, you can enroll after the workshop as well. It's not that you can't enroll, matlab workshop band to sab kuch band. Aisa nahi hai. You can enroll in the workshop. Let us know first what your requirements are. Fix a call. Okay, Hindi consultations, yes, they are. Of course, definitely. Consultations are available. Okay, Prashuja says, I'm on prescription hormone pills, but my system never responds. I face spotting issues while being on the pill. This makes me scared as women in PCOD do respond to hormone. Okay, yes. So, see, again, that is what I said. The kind of side effects that you get with these hormone pills, they will be there. Even though, okay, your system is getting symptomatically, it is getting treated. But you are going to get. Ria is saying she's interested in 3-month program. Amazing, Ria. Why are you able to scan and why don't you just book the seat right away? Please scan the code or the link that has been given. Oh, thank you so much, Shazia. Shazia has enrolled. Applause for her. Great. Welcome to the Laiqa community, Shazia. Yes, Prashuja, you're welcome. So, as I said, the whole point of this webinar and educating you about this is to make you understand that you can be pill-free and automatically so you don't have one pill to reduce the effect of the other pill. What we are saying, we will reduce the pill intake itself and probably have some kind of balance done in your body so that you would not even need a pill going forward. Okay, Gulzar, hormone imbalance, delayed periods. Absolutely, bang on. These are the things. But then again, as I said, only the wellness quotient and the menstrual wellness quotient and lifestyle quotient that we have designed, we can get the exact data. It's like, just say, when you go to a doctor and if you're suffering from any kind of condition or disease, doctor prescribes you tests. वो बोलते हैं चलो blood test पूरा blood profiling करवा लो, lipid profiling करवा लो, thyroid करवा लो, urine करवा लो, है ना? Isn't it? Amazing. Lovely, Archana. Congratulations, Archana has also joined. She's paid 1,000 and booked for 6 months. Oh, lovely. So team, could you please get in touch with Archana? She wants to book for a 6-month plan. Thank you, Shivangi. Thank you so much. Oh, lovely. Shivangi has also paid. She's part of it. Poonam, yes. Yeah, I have a cyst in my ovary. Yes. Absolutely, Poonam. This is exactly what we shared. I hope you were there in the previous part when I was sharing the entire slide deck and talking to you all. The whole program is about reversing your PCOS. Cyst in the ovary is cystic disease, is the polycystic ovarian disease. And whether it's a disease or a syndrome, we can come to know only when you go through that entire test. I would suggest all of you who have even an iota of doubt in you, please, you are getting a 30-minute consultation call free with our expert. Go for it. Book the consultation call. Get all your doubts cleared. Our experts are going to address every need that are there. And trust me, everything is there on the. We have made sure that, at Laiqa, we keep enhancing our program with every possible thing that can help our women achieve their best possible health. Remember the health quotient. If you are 3 and you want to be 9, this is the time. Oh, wow. That was very poetic. I loved it. If you want to be fine, this is the time. Scan the code, book your seat, and be a part of our team. Come on, women. Come on. This is the time. Take that step forward. You want to see yourself, close your eyes and just imagine yourself in that best version of your health, where you feel nothing but happiness. Physical happiness, mental happiness, emotional happiness, occupational happiness in every way. Within 3 months plan, can we reverse PCOS from last 2 years? Is it possible? So Shweta, this is the reason why I'm telling you, book a call with our expert, because right now when you are telling me, I only know one part of your problem, which is the tip of the iceberg, that from last 2 years you have PCOS. That's all I know, right? There are so many things. I'm sure there are so many layers. There's so many other experiences that you're having, right? You definitely can. Definitely can. We have given a 3-month program because we know that when you follow that, great changes can happen. And once those 3 months you have dedicated yourself to, automatically your lifestyle will change such that you will continue being in that optimum health. And in fact, nobody can achieve perfection in 3 months, but it is a process. You have inched towards a higher purpose. And that is the main thing. You're welcome, Shweta. You're welcome. Absolutely. You can. You can. Also, yes, one more thing just before we wind up at this. Gulzar, can you see the screen? The 3-month plan total cost is 7,800 rupees. This is the total 3-month cost. Right now, you have to just pay 1,000 rupees to block your seat, and our team is going to take it forward from there. Wow, Shweta, claps for you for enrolling. Lovely, lovely. I'm so glad. It is so heartening to see when women take charge of their life and take care of their health. Shrija, you're staying in a hostel and can you follow your plan? Of course, 100%. 100% you can. If you can follow the diet plan, we will make sure that you can follow, and you have to make sure that you will follow. So it is going to be a teamwork where we are going to give you things that you are able to do, and you are going to promise us that you will do it. So everything is doable if you want to do, right? We've been hearing like, where there's a will, there's a way. It's absolutely possible. Radhika, the girl's slide that I showed you, she's been suffering from PCOS since more than 2 years, 3. I don't know. I'm not able to get. I wish our expert was here in the panelists today. She would have told us for how many exact years she has gone. It was way more than 2 years. That much I remember. Way more than 2 years. So if she can, you too can. Anybody can. I could. Come on, ladies, enroll today. Trust me, you will not regret. This will be the best gift you can give. A New Year gift for yourself. You're in November now. You will be a very different person in 2025 January. Envision yourself. Just imagine that best version of yourself today. Go for it. Go for it. Shrija, if you have any doubts at all, just fix a call with our expert. It's a free call. They will, in fact, give you even further, more intricate details of it. Yes, you have installments. You have EMI plan, Gulzar. Yes, we have it. Would you like to avail the EMI plan? Our team is going to immediately get in touch with you. Team, could you please connect with Gulzar? She wants to know about the installments. You can also take the Diwali detox, the hormone detox reset post Diwali. Oh, lovely Priyanka. She has followed our page and mentioned us in your story. That is so lovely. Thank you so much, Priyanka. Team, please note Priyanka has done this. And everybody, please, 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 if you want, you can even take a screenshot and tag us. Give us a really I think exciting kind of hashtag, if you can, wellness with living with Laiqa, living well with Laiqa, something like that, living well, hashtag living well with Laiqa. How about this? Please tag us. Please tag us, tag Laiqa, and you're going to get a whooping 50% discount on Laiqa products. Amazing, amazing. We are inching towards the end of the webinar, and I would love to have more and more of you enrolling. Yes, Gulzar, I think the team has already sent you the details. The monthly EMI is 2,600, booking amount is 1,000, rest 1,600. You can pay and start the plan. Lovely. That's a beautiful way of taking it forward. You have an EMI plan. Come on, go for it. Go for it, ladies. Remember the health quotient you wanted to achieve? This is the time to feel fine with Laiqa. Like the Laiqa. Come on, come on, come on, ladies. I'm waiting for more enrollments. We already have like 8 or 9 enrollment. A lot of them have come. I think I've missed some messages also in between. The team will be able to tell us. So many have enrolled. Trust me, when you have the women, it's like, that Noah's boat, and Noah's Ark, we have read, when everybody's sailing on the same boat, you feel that motivation that, okay, someone else is there who is going through the same struggle that I have. You feel so good working because you're seeing that other girl also working towards herself. You will feel motivated. You will be able to do even a better job from it. It's a beautiful community, trust me. At your fingertips, you have the doctors, you have the fitness trainer, you have your dietitian, everyone under one roof. Just for 2,600 rupees a month. If you just go to a doctor, a dietitian, and a fitness trainer separately and a gynecologist separately, you will be spending 2,600 only in consultation. But here you're getting an entire plan. Yes, Gulzar, I had shown you the slide also. You have 15-day money back guarantee. 15 days if you don't see any result, but there are conditions applied. That first of all, the most important condition, that you should have followed what is given to you. If you have followed to the T and still you do not get results, we assure you a 15-day money back guarantee. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Gulzar. All right. We are at the end of the webinar today. Thank you so much for being a lovely audience and staying till 9 o'clock. I know this is the peak time where everybody wants to wrap up and sleep and say bye-bye, but you're here, you showed up for yourself, and that itself is commendable. I want you all to pat your backs and clap for yourself. Thank you so much for being here with us. You can still connect. The workshop is over, but Laiqa is still around. Please connect with us. You already have the numbers there. Please connect if you want to book an appointment, the free consultation. Do it, do it. Do it now. Now is the time. Okay. Thank you so much, participants. See you very soon. And I'm hoping to see so many of you in the community as well. Good night. Ciao, ciao. Bye.